checking your car's condition over time. I've been doing a lot of DEs this last month or 6 weeks or so. And I started out about 6 weeks ago, 5 weeks ago. My car was in great shape. I noticed my air conditioner wasn't running last night. Now I'm from Texas. That's a serious issue. So you know, you got to track it over time. You got to look at those tires. You got to remember when you put those tires on. When's the last time you changed your oil? When's the last time you changed your brake fluid? You know, you've got to track these things. These are things that you mentally need to continue to be aware of. If you're tracking your daily driver, here, when you go home this weekend, I have a suggestion for you. Go home, check your oil, maybe change your oil, look at your brake pads, do all the things that you need to do when you come off the event. And then have a checklist of some of your goals. What are your goals each time you're going around on a lap? So, for example, this particular lap, I may want to take 11 out a little bit farther. I may want to turn in at 12. I may want to turn in a little bit later or a little bit sooner. So each lap, this is when you got to communicate. Go ahead. This is when you got to communicate with your instructor. Because the last thing your instructor wants to do is to be riding over there, and I saw some of them yesterday, they were looking like this, going down around the corner, and then to find out that in your head, you had decided, hey, I'm going to try to drift around this corner. And he's thinking, oh crap, we're going off into the fence. So you need to tell the instructor, hey, this time I'm going to take 12 a little bit long. You're not asking for permission, although the instructor does have the right to say to you, no, we're not going to be doing that this particular lap, maybe next session. But you need to inform the instructor that that's what you're doing.
And that's exactly what I was going to say. I'm sorry I was going to jump in. You know this. But that some of you laughed when you heard that. Is you're sitting in the right seat and you don't know what that student is doing. It is a scary moment if all of a sudden they're doing something different. Okay? So please, if you want to do it, and yeah, you're here to learn and experiment, just tell your instructor, give them a little warning that that's what you're going to do. And it's as simple as, you know, you're approaching the corner, it's like, hey, I want to take this a little wide this time, or I want to really try and pinch off that apex, I want to touch that curve, or, you know, particularly in coming out of Oaktree, a lot of people want to drop down into second gear, or they may want to stay in third gear. You know, again, if you're doing something different, kind of just, you know, tell your instructor, hey, I'm going to try something different so that they know you're doing it on purpose. Because otherwise, you know, we're sitting over there and we're like, oh, I don't say oh crap. Oh shit.
So it's really important to make sure that each lap you look at as an opportunity to work on something or something along the track. So you've got to be aware of what you're doing at each corner and what you're doing different. Let's just say wrong, but not wrong in the judgmental sense, okay? So what you're doing less than optimally through each corner and how you have to do that different next time.